Haley Williams with my guest today, Miss Williams. She is a teacher for pre-K 4 at Young Learning School. Miss Williams, what is it like to know Spanish and does it open opportunities for you?
Well, to know Spanish as much as I do, I'm not totally fluent. So it has opened up some opportunities as much as I've learned. Um, when I first started learning Spanish, I was in corporate America, and people used to come to me and ask me to help them talk to individuals in foreign countries and translate information and just send simple things like faxes.
Yeah. So, like, what are the ways that, like, how did you learn Spanish?
I started learning Spanish in college, actually, and that didn't come out so well. So eventually, when I started working in corporate America in an international department, they asked people to come and learn Spanish, and I was one of them. And it was an accelerated program. So what you will learn in 5 years, we will learn it in 2.5 years. So that's how I first got started learning Spanish.
And what are ways that you recommend to learn Spanish quicker? Like ways that would be easier to learn it instead of struggling with the subject.
The things that I found that was helpful to me was to have conversational Spanish with individuals, um, listening to Latin music, and when you listen to the music, you can pick out the words that you know, and that will help you to understand what the song is about. Other things I did was I practiced all the time. In school, I'm in a bilingual setting, so um, if I don't know something or how to pronounce something, I'll say "Como se dice," and then they'll tell me, and then I'll go back and use it in a sentence. You have to. It's a lot of practice, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Um, Another thing I did was listen to Telemundo. Watching Telemundo is TV shows with just full Spanish access, and listening to the radio um, as well.
And are people surprised when they learn that you know Spanish? I mean,
Because I'm an African American.
yes.
Yes, when I talk to my students, the parents of my students, a lot of them are like, "Oh no, no," they think they can't communicate, and then I'll ask them to, please ask your question, and then they ask their questions, and I'm not totally fluent. I'm like on a 3-year-old level as far as knowing Spanish. So they're able to communicate with me on a lower level. So I can tell them basic things, like your homework is due on Friday. We'll meet at the school. Little phrases basically is what I'm doing, and they appreciate me trying, to learn and talk to them.
And like, do you have any extra notes that you would like to give us about how Spanish can help us be more successful?
Well, in general, Spanish speakers have more opportunities. So, like if you go into certain school districts, they'll pay you $5,000 more just to be able to speak that language. Um, there's opportunities in the business world because we had people that we would hire just to sit there and translate. They didn't do anything else. So, and as much as they would or could, that's all they did on a given day. Um, I think just knowing a foreign language or trying to learn a foreign language is fun. When you go to a foreign country, so when you go to a foreign country, you might need to know basic things like your food choices, your hotel, how to get to the hotel, asking for a taxi. And there are books to help you learn the culture of the country you're traveling to. So you can learn a lot about the people and their beliefs and the things you should or should not do when you're traveling. And that's a good opportunity to practice your Spanish.
And what obstacles did you face when you were learning Spanish?
My obstacles were conjugation, um, switching from English to Spanish like that, like you're starting off, and you're thinking English, but you have to switch it to Spanish. Once you start doing that and relaxing and just try, then it gets more easier as you go.
And that is our guest, Miss Williams. Thank you for joining us today.